Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to implement model. First, let us create a project. We are running the application. So now you can see hello world. So we need to add dependencies. Go to Gradle scripts. So we are adding dependencies for room runtime and compiler, and also for room extensions. So that will support coroutines. Also, we are adding coroutines dependencies. So if you can see dependencies from JetBrains. The next item we are adding a data binding dependency. And last, we are adding view model dependencies. Add build features, data binding is true. So this will allow us to bind the data with view model. Additionally, we have to add plugin. So go to plugin section, add Kotlin-KAPT. Select sync now. So this will build the project again. Creating model. Part of model, we are going to create a class for a person and database connection and person database access object and person repository. So for each model, we need to create a class and dev object and also repository class. And database connection, you can create one connection for a project. So for creating person class, I'm going to use first name, last name, age, email, address, and date of birth. Here you can see date of birth is string. So currently I am going to use date of birth as a string, but in future videos we will be using date type converter, so that can be taken into future videos. So here I'm creating new package called model and creating new Android Kotlin class file person. So add entity and import a package, also changing the class to data class. At column info, first name, name equal to first name, and alias name, first underscore name. Similarly, I am going to write for other attributes. creating a primary key person ID. So this will be auto generated, so we will not be using any of the screens, but internally this ID will be created and used across this project. Next, let us create a interface for person DAO. But actually I created a person class, but we will change it to interface. And defining DAO and importing the package. And query. So this query we use it for selecting all records from person table. Function get all person. So in order to identify all the functions, so I'm using DAO at the start. So DAO get all person. And setting return object as live data list of person. So this way the result set will return list of person records. So another function I'm writing for insert. So here I'm using suspend function DAO insert person and passing parameter as person object. So here if you look at, we did not write any insert statement. Insert, delete and update. These commands are convenience methods where you don't have to write any SQL query. Now we can create database class. So creating person database. So this class is abstract class. So this can be used for to connect database and implementing room database. So defining database, entities, person. So we are defining here and version 1.0. So the reason we are using version, so if any changes in the schema, so if we change the version, that schema will be applied and new dataset can be used. For example, you are making changes in the column or you're adding new table, so you can change the version, so that way new table change can be reflected and new data can be used. Now defining person DAO object. Next, creating companion object. So if you're writing object within the class, so you can use companion object. So these functions can be accessed through class name only. So creating an instance for person database, and creating a function get instance. A synchronized where instance is a person database instance equal to instance. If instance equal to null, then getting an instance from room.database builder, where context.application context person database and database name is person db. So here you can give any database name. So right now I am giving person db as a db name. So fallback destructive migration and calling dot build. And returning the instance. Now I'm creating a repository. Why to create a repository? The repository pattern is a design pattern that isolates data sources from rest of the app. So this repository mediates between data sources and rest of the app. So here I created person repository class and defining person object. It gets data from DAO get all person. So in the initial videos we will not be using this function. So initial focus will be on insert, update, delete, and select by person name. Creating function, I'm using person repo as a start name. So person repo insert person and passing person object. I'm calling person dow insert function. So now we created all the model classes. So we created person class and person dow and database instance and person repository. So here we created insert and select functions. Next video we will be creating view and view model. Thanks for watching my video.